Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 99 Gaming, and this is The Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 8, Early Predictions, News, and Live Chat. And I am your host, Killshot. I want to say what's up to everybody. And once again, I know a lot of you guys were very, very forgiving on the 999 spoiler page, me having to reschedule this from last night. But I know, there's probably going to be a few people that won't be able to make it, but those people that were able to reschedule, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate everything that you guys do. And we'll let a few people kind of weed themselves in. I know a lot of you guys are looking forward to seeing Moody Girl is not going to be here tonight. She's a little bit under the weather. So Bree is going to hold it down for everybody. So hopefully I'm coming through loud and clear. If I am, if you guys can just throw a 999 up in chat really quick. Before I do some of the shout outs, and I will do some all throughout this, I do want to give some special shout outs. There's several people that have been sponsoring me on the Patreon site, and I just want to take a second to thank them, for everything that they do. I appreciate all of you guys, but these guys also just a little extra something special. I want to say thank you to Lisa G, Peace Dove, Jewel Dill, Diane Estes, the OKest Taylor, Sharon Doble, Steve Huffman, Rebecca from Texas, Steph Richardson, and our newest Patreon is Emmy Desiree Bacon. So thank you so much, Emmy Bacon. Appreciate everything that you guys do as this channel continues to grow. You guys are just making it extremely awesome. We're getting closer and closer to our first goal on the Patreon site, so neat stuff there. So here's the deal. We're going to talk a little bit about what we think is going to happen in episode number 8. We're also going to bounce around and do a couple time skips as well, because there is some news out there as far as the first 3 or 4 days that have been shot from episode number 1. So I think we're on the right track with some of our predictions. If you go back and listen to what we thought for episode 1, episode number 2, some of those things that we said could actually happen. And I'm going to go with some bold predictions tonight. So you guys be ready to go. It's going to be bold. We're going after it. So Lindsay Luke, you got some chicken nuggets cooking in the oven. So she's got the food cooking, Kills playing in the background. There you go. And the 999 Army in the house. So thanks to all of you guys for being here. We got about 50 people in here, and about 35 people have not slapped the like button. Tommy, sweet ass McCandless, can you make an announcement or something to get these people to drag their mouse over there and slap that like button really, really hard? Lucille that like button, iron it, pounce on it like Shiva, whatever you need to do. Here's a couple of the ground rules, a couple new people I see in-house. I'm going to come up with some topics. We're going to talk about it. It's like a podcast, so we're not going to throw a whole bunch of flashy graphics up there. We'll talk about the graphic that is on the screen. But we're going to talk about our predictions, and you'll chime in, and I'll probably read your comments. So if you don't want to be included, you don't want to be called out by name in a video, don't type anything. If you type anything along the side, I will call on you. I will say, Ellie Valentine just said, hey, Kills. And there you go. So what is going on, Ellie? Thank you for being here. There's a couple of my patrons in the house, Emmy Bacon and Lisa G. Thank you again. Shani D. What's up, Shani D? Thank you for being here. Everybody calling her Little Michonne. Is that her nickname? What's up, Sharon Jackson? Thank you for being here. Shelton, Arthur. So we're going to get to it. Flower Girl, thank you. What's a podcast is like? Well, it's what we're doing. It's like just talking. It's like talk radio, except we're doing a podcast. That. What's going on? I don't know. I'm going to read your comments. Let's see. Hey, from Sweetwater, Tennessee. Hey, Tara News. Tara, you might be new. Real quick, there are a couple new names. If this is your first live stream, actually live, not watching the playback, if you could just type it up. Yeah, Jen, that would actually mean that people would have to read them, and it's just, people don't read signs. You should know that. But if you are new, type throw a 999 up in chat so I can just say what's up to the new people. I see at least 3 or 4 names that I have not recognized before. What's up, Brendan Villa? Wyatt Borkert, thank you for being here. Who else we got? So Wyatt is his first Tara News, first time. Thank you for being here, Tara. And I do want to take a little extra time for some people that are new. Let me tell you, this group of people is an awesome, awesome group of people. I know there's other sites you can go to. Obviously, Spoiling Dead's fan page and Ninja Pancake. Some of those people are great. Our subs here and our 999 Army are very, very interactive. It's a fun group. It's low drama. I do want to, kind of throw the challenge out there. I know we're 50-50. I'm going to say, those of you that are not Fear the Walking Dead fans, give it a chance. I'm not a big Fear the Walking Dead fan, but I'm going to give it a chance, and I'm going to watch it, and we're going to do commentary. But I got a feeling this group will find a way to make it entertaining, even if the show, some of you think the show is great, some of you think the show is average. I would bet even if the show is average, we can probably find some good things to talk about. So that's just the way I feel. I've read some of your posts and some of the things you guys do on Facebook, and just really, really excited to keep the videos going. And we're in the off season. It's just starting to pick back up. So imagine October, November, and we start going full steam ahead. We just have a lot of fun. And, there's a couple people, they got a little Walking Dead burnout. They'll be back. They'll be back by the end of the summer. All right, so let's just talk about it. Let's, Kel says smile. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I see you. All right, we're going to talk about this shadow, this Ezekiel, and Carrie Payton posted this and had some comments to this. And I think this is very cryptic, meaningful. They're careful what they let people post on social media. But we predicted, well, most of us did, collectively, I think we came with the idea. The first episode number 1 in season 8 is episode number 100. So it's going to be a big deal. And we do know that Carl and Rick have been filming. But I predicted that on the way back that Ezekiel and crew are going to go by an outpost and Shiva's going to die in episode number 1. This might be just showing that darkness and that shadow and that alone. Notice there's no Shiva. There's no kitten with him. So is this his darkest moment? Could this be episode number 100? Ezekiel just lost what was most important to him, and now he's got to rise up and get over it. Leave your thoughts and comments to that. But I did find it very, very interesting that he is solo. I don't know. Maybe if you look over to the left, it could be where his left hand is. You could see some little ears if you look hard enough, possibly. I'm trying to zoom in. I'm trying to make something out of it. There are 2 little dark circles way over on the left, and it does look like his hand is potentially down. So I'm going to read a few of the comments here. Teresa Brown, Kills, I need to visit your Patreon site since you sang. Yeah, check it out. I mean, I do some extras on there. I'll talk about Patreon a little bit later on. I'll kind of one-off it. I don't want to make this totally about that. I just did want to give a quick thank you to some of the people that are out there. But we'll talk about it a little bit offline. Wyatt, we are going to get some death predictions. Don't rush too far into it. We'll get there. I do have some bold death predictions, though. Storm, what's up? Yeah, it does. Brene, doesn't look a little bit like... okay, like I said, I might be stretching a little bit, but I do try to look, into it. Hey, Krissa, thanks for being here. Kale, you know Shiva's not going to live forever, and hey, I have a soft spot for kitties, so this is not going to be comfortable, but I see Shiva going down quickly. To me, it's not the cost. They make enough money to cover it. It's how hard it is to film CGI. I mean, surely, they make enough money to cover it. I know that was a big, topic of conversation last year. Shiva's going to die. Shiva's going to die. It's too expensive to do it. No, it's not that. You got to have a puppet there, animatronics. It's how inconvenient it is on all the actors not being able to stay in character. That would be my opinion. Tim F. Here you go. You know what? I'll answer that question because it's a fair question. So Tim F. says, is the YouTube ad situation killing revenue on the 999 channel? The YouTube ad situation is hurting revenue all the way across YouTube. But I got the 999 Army, so when ad revenue spikes up, it's good. When it spikes down, I still got the family here, and that's why we do it. But fair question. Yeah, I agree, Steph. At the most, Shiva will be there 2 or 3 episodes. I'd be willing to bet right now there is no way Shiva makes it to the mid-season finale. If I'm wrong, I'll eat my words. But there was another question. Will there be? Yes, there will be death predictions coming up very, very soon. Hold tight. You'll get it. Maria. Welcome, Maria. Thank you for being here. Larma. See you as well. All right, so we talked a little bit about Zeke Shadow, and as I said, a lot of what we talk about tonight is going to be specific to the mid-season finale, but we will go back and forth a little bit. Tim, I will tell you there are no $10, $12, $15,000 months lately. That if that answers your question. So let's go into episode number 8. I'm just going to say it. I think Eugene's gone. I think there's a lot with this social media. We talked about this a little bit in Random Things a couple nights ago. The way Eugene is kind of isolating himself away from the public and the death threats and everything else, I got a feeling that there's going to be more to that. I think he's seen the script. I think he's off the show. I know it's crazy. It's bizarre. It sounds a little bit insensitive with all the personal stuff he's going through. I don't see Eugene coming back. So Big Boy just asked the question. You think Eugene is going to die in season 8? I think Eugene is going to die by episode number 8. We talked about it a couple times, like whether it's episode 6, episode 7. And the more I think about it, it might be extended out a little bit more. But I just, a couple people called me out and they said Eugene is selfish and he doesn't have the guts to do it. I think Eugene's going to be the character that commits suicide. I really do. I don't think Rick is going to die, Patricia. Yeah. Spagooter says, wait, he cut off his social media because he was getting harassed so much. What's up, Angela G? Emmy's here. Jen. I saw Emmy a little while ago. Laura, it would help Eugene save face. And here, let me ask this question, all of the group. Does Eugene get a shot at redemption? I think he doesn't. I think he's crossed the line. He's Negan. He can't go back. He had the megaphone. Rosita tried to blow him up. The bombs didn't work. He went back to the group. He's going to have a fallout with Negan at some point. I think Negan's going to forgive him. But I think Eugene understands he knows he can't go back to Alexandria. It's not going to be the same. So somebody had just mentioned, will Eugene die saving Judith or saving someone else? So the question that I ask, how do you think Eugene is going to die, and do you think that they will write a heroic type of death for Eugene? Or he's just going to die out and the public's going to hate him? Because, clearly people have resentment toward his character. Jeff Morrow says, nope, he's too far gone. Tommy Sweet-Ass McCandless says, nope, no redemption for Eugene. So A.J. Jepson, I hope he does, but I doubt it. Tim F., I'm really hoping Eugene makes a turnaround so he can continue becoming a vital part of the group, like his comic counterpart. Yeah, I'm I'm trying to see a scenario where he does come back, but like Lindsay Luke said, because I'm on Team Dwight, and she says if Dwight can be redeemed, then Eugene can too. But the only difference is kind of the here and now. Daryl didn't kill Dwight yet, and he had the opportunity. Tara didn't kill Dwight. Rick didn't kill Dwight, but Rick looked down and gave the nod to Rosita to blow Eugene up. Now, might have blown Dwight up too, I guess. He was probably close enough to get caught in that. Yeah, how come we don't talk about that? Wait a minute. Okay, here we go. I'm Team Dwight. And this just hit me. It didn't hit me last season. Rick tried to blow Dwight up. He was down there with the group. And Dwighty boy actually took the time to write on a chess piece for Daryl. Didn't know. Come on. What does Dwight have to do for you guys to give this man a break? He came all the way back. You try to blow him up in a bomb, and then he even writes you a nice little love note. Yeah, it just hit me that everybody on that side of the fence was going to be blown up. So I want to see Dwight show up and say, hey, Mr. Grimes, even though you tried to blow me up, I'm still here for you. I think they're even. Brene's like, all is fair in love and all-out war. Yeah. Just something to talk about. Great Danes. Just give Daryl his bike back. Yeah. I am so glad, though. We got a pretty good contingency. I mean, we got a group of people that really think Judith is going to get kidnapped. I so hope that happens because it was such an organic idea created in this group about a month ago. Before I have not seen that suggested anywhere. It might be suggested in a couple places now, but I can't wait to see if the spoilers come out and that happens, how many people will take credit for it away from you guys, because you guys sort of invented that. I don't remember who it was and how I guess all of us could take credit for it. It was one of those things we were talking about, and it was like, oh, yeah, it could happen. Maybe somebody typed it, maybe we just thought of it. But if that happens with Judith, it's going to be mind-blowing. That's what makes spoilers so fun, because sometimes they confirm your predictions. Brendan Vila, I'm going to read that comment when he says, you are one of my favorite YouTubers. The only thing that would make that comment better, Brendan, if you said, you are my favorite YouTuber. I guess I'll accept being one of your favorite. I guess. I don't really have a choice, do I? Let's see. Yeah. So who said it? Yeah, it is, Jen. She brought this up. It's tough filming a little kid with all the laws and such. I was reading somewhere, Carl, when they started filming, could not use a gun. I don't know what the gun law is under, was it 16 in Georgia? But yeah, he had to hit a certain age before they would let him even hold the gun. I'll go back and find that article. It was interesting research. Just reading a couple comments. You guys get like some lapses or some quiet moments. I'm just kind of reading to figure out what the next question is going to be. All right, come on, guys. I was just messing with you. A couple of people like really typed up. They typed up, "You're my favorite YouTuber." Thank you. I appreciate that. Give me some predictions, guys. All right. That's a pretty bold prediction to say Eugene's going to die, right? I think he takes the pill. in the midseason finale. All right, I'm also going to go, here's another bold prediction. I'm just going to go on record and say it because it's talked about. I've mentioned it like it's going to happen at some point. We need a little bit of a cliffhanger in the midseason finale, right? The midseason finale is going to be the episode. Mark it down. Write it down right now. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Somebody will tell me to drink some type of detergent, I'm sure. The Whispers. We'll finally get our first official Whisperer clue. And I'm going to say it's going to be Heath. I'm going to say we're going to see like a silhouette. We're going to see Heath on a stake. Maybe Sherry, but Heath or Sherry, maybe both. And at that point, it's going to be confirmed that the Whisperers are out there. We know they're out there as an audience. They have not given us any solid indication. They've teased it a couple times, those sandwalkers, but see, that's why I think Heath is definitely the person that is going to be demonstrative in showing us that the Whisperers are around. Because that area around Oceanside, when they kept showing those walkers like packed in sand, and they showed what we thought was that little kid surviving. Still don't know what it was. Could be a little kid. I did a video on it, but it's not been confirmed. So, PPP, we think that's a code for whispering. We've heard all of the theories out there. Because of that area, because of the sand, because they teased us to make us think, I think that's where the Whisperers actually are. And we're going to see something that's going to give us the idea that they're on the march, that they're around. Now, I don't think we're going to see them until season 9. But I do think, and we get that question all the time, and Dark Angel, here's the thing. It has to be Heath. And this is why it has to be Heath. As silly as it sounds, he lost his glasses. And Heath has some serious Coke bottle glasses. Heath is blind. So don't expect him to pop up with a pair of contact lenses and helping anybody else. It's not confirmed what PPP stands for. Everything that I've seen, they said Gimple knows, but he has not revealed it to anybody else. We've all speculated it could be whispering, the area. So episode number 8 is when I think we get our first official look at a dead Heath. Thoughts? Comments? I don't know we're going to see Rick's brother in a spinoff. Because, we didn't... He was very... He was only mentioned, once? Maybe twice in the comics? Not going to happen. Hey, Kills, do you think the show will ever film in the winter or in the snow? Not in Georgia, they won't. Not unless they're going to move their filming to, Montana or somewhere. They're trying to make you think it's fall when it's 100 degrees in Georgia in the summertime. That's hard enough. And there's a ton of other stuff that they do that they try to make it look like they're in Alexandria, but, it's obvious that they're in... I did a couple spoofs. The school buses that they use in the Kingdom, that school district is right outside of Atlanta. And then the moving bus that they took the number off of when Eugene was there with the microphone, that was a Georgia area code. These are obvious errors. They could have fixed that. They could have painted over that and put a 703 area code for Virginia, or they could have put a different school district. But there's some obvious misses there. So I don't think they're going to go out of their way to film snow. But in fairness, it's not like there's a ton of snow in Virginia, D.C., Maryland area either. Well, unless you go back a couple years, and then there was 38 inches of snow. The only snow we get in D.C. was when Marion Barry was the mayor. Bam! I just went politics. Scratch that comment. That broke cardinal rule number 1. Killshot does not talk politics. All right, let's move on to the next topic. Let's see. I'm gonna read a couple comments here, and I still think Jadis is alpha or beta. I have not really plunged into that, saying that she is. I don't think she is, because I think that the whispers are already out there, so I don't think that's going to be a progression. What I will say is I think that Jadis is connected. I think they're connected with more people than we realize. So I wouldn't be surprised if Jadis was the gatekeeper to the whispers. I don't think she's alpha. I don't think she is a whisperer. Just, I mean, if Heath is already taken by a group, it wouldn't make sense. Lest there's a time skip. Now, let's put that in perspective. Let me backtrack for a minute. I don't think, if there's not a time skip, I don't think Jadis is alpha. If there's a time skip, even a time skip long enough for Maggie to have the baby, the scavengers very well could become part of the whispers. That would make a little sense, wouldn't it? I mean, they go to all-out war, but then my whole theory about Heath on a stake wouldn't hold true. So I could be wrong. I'm going a bold prediction and saying they're out there. But let's say Heath is just captured. I know a lot of people are really excited about this because they love to talk about Heath. But I gotta bring him up at this point because I'm kind of going down the Whisperer path. And I do think he's going to be a part of that. Let's say toward the end of Season 8, Negan is captured and we get a 6-month time skip, 1-year time skip. Heath could be held prisoner for that long, and then we find out clues a little bit after that. But I don't think that's the way it's going to be. I'm giving you some alternate theories that are out there. Tyler Johnson. This is like the second question. Are there a lot of videos out there about the YouTube crisis? So, I mean, what can you do? Here's the thing. Let me address this one more time, because I am not going to do a video and talk about ad revenue. I've mentioned it a couple times. I know it's out there. There's YouTubers out there that have taken pay cuts of up to 90%. They're making, I mentioned this in I think a Random Things. Dude I knew was making $1,000 a day. And now he's making $80 a day, $70 a day. It happens. So that's the YouTube crisis. We should save this for Random Things. Let me tell you guys what's going on. Okay, since so many people are curious about it, and there are going to be people that do this that are going to start dropping off like flies because YouTube was paying a pretty fair compensation. There has been recently, and one of the most renowned, PewDiePie, decided to do a whole bunch of stupid gags and paying people to do racially insensitive things. And a lot of advertisers started pulling the plug and started realizing it was happening more often. I mean, I'm going to tell you guys just because several people have asked. So some high-profile advertisers stopped putting their ads on videos. I had one in particular. I did one and said the name of the video was Negan Does Kill Women. Just about The Walking Dead. It wasn't about it. But because of the title, it was flagged. And advertisements didn't show up on that video. So I had to write, basically a sentence or two and say, this is about a TV show, but their bots kind of detected that. But what happened over the last month is because there was advertisers pulling money away from YouTube, then they cut the revenues. So some revenues were cut as much as 90%. Anyway, if you guys want to know, that's the deal. No, I'm not from Texas. Lisa, okay, come on. Lisa just asked if I'm from Texas. Come on. So, who knows? We've been over this before. Shani D, will you tell him where I'm from, please? It's okay, Tobin. I have not missed a meal yet. If I do, if if I don't have a place to stay, Tobin, I'll call you. I'll come over and you put me up for the night, and we'll just broadcast from your house. I think I'll be okay. Okay, Chrissa. Chrissa, you are not the first person to turn on the volume and listen to me in the shower. So thank you. There you go. Tell them. You guys know I'm from Georgia. I am the original Michonne person. I caught so much flack for saying Michonne. The Peach State. That's it. Hey, I'll answer the questions. I mean, we're focused on Walking Dead, but sometimes we get a little off topic, so I don't have any information to hide from you guys about YouTube. I guess look at it like this, though. It might be a blessing in disguise because there's going to be people that were only on YouTube for the money that are not going to be doing anymore. They're not going to be, I don't want to use the word milking, but doing streams and stuff for the wrong reasons can probably have negative consequences with your audience. And I'll tell you, this audience is like, it's grown to like a family. So, I mean, I'm not doing it completely free. There is a revenue attached to it, but I guess I would do it for free. If YouTube stopped advertisements, I'd still do it. I probably just wouldn't do it 3 nights a week. Maybe I'd do it 2 nights a week. How about that? Is that a fair compromise? Maria just changed her name to Bee Vomit. I love it. Okay, what is the deal with everybody taking a shower all of a sudden and listening to me in the shower? That's not creeping me out at all. Well, I mean, I guess if it's radio, it doesn't really matter. It's not like the image on the screen is going to change, and it's not like it's going to look back at you. So you're probably okay. Yeah, I mean, y'all is like almost like 2 words when you're in the South. It's just a long, drawn out. Paul, what's up, Paul Mack? Good to see you. Oh, I love it. I love all the name change. A.K.A. Little Michonne. Did Emmy change her name to Emmy Desiree Bacon? I got to see that happen too. It's like there's a lot of name changes going on. All right, we're going to get back on topic here. We're so off base. This is why time flies. We start doing this and you look down, next thing you know it's been like 35 minutes and we've only talked about 3 things. And there's a lot of people missing. They're going to hit this in the playback. All right, so far, a couple bold predictions. We talked about Ezekiel's shadow. We talked about the whisperers and possibly showing up or maybe Jay just have a connection. Eugene is gone by this point, in my opinion. There's a couple new characters that are going to be introduced probably around this time. You know, a couple characters leave, a couple characters have to show up. And what's up, Trevor? And I got a feeling we have not seen the last of the rest of the Oceanside group. I think Oceanside's going to be a big part of what we do. Half of you guys are going to change your name, and I'm not going to know who the hell anybody is anymore. I'm surprised Tommy didn't just change it. Tommy would have been one of the first ones I thought was going to change the name. Teresa Brown says, I could see that affecting people if they don't have another job and have... Yeah, but you're always going to be... Anytime you work for Google, you're always going to be at the mercy of Google. It'd be the same thing if they flagged your videos or closed your account or any of those things. They have the right, or changed your advertising revenues, which they just did. Mikey says, let's have a funeral for Eugene. Yeah, Eugene's going through some rough stuff right now. I do too. Tim F. says, I think Cindy will be bumped up to a main character. I absolutely think that's going to happen. Well, kind of like Dwight did. They showed clips of Dwight, and the next thing you know, he's a major character. And then Cindy's the same thing. She's coming back. And she's going to be tough. She is going to be tough. Yeah, a lot of names on here is because I probably just read your name and screwed up. Like Stax the Beatboxer. I think it was streaming and I just caught half his name, so I'm never going to forget it now. Eagle Eye Cherry Pie. Save tonight. Eugene, yeah. I'm not really far enough in the comics for Eugene to know enough about him yet. Paul, we discussed that a little bit. I don't know. I think Eugene's done. Caitlin Cook, I hope we see Tara flipping Rachel off again. I think that's set up for a friendship. I have this weird feeling. I don't know when it's going to happen. Rachel and Tara are going to be like buddies. Like maybe Cindy brings Rachel on board, and anytime there's some animosity like that, like I think the same thing with Dwight and Daryl. That's why I think they show this bitterness, and that way when the audience they force feed it back to us, we got no choice but to accept it. Same thing with Rachel. There's going to be a friendship between those two. Like maybe Tara takes Rachel under her wing. Danny, can Shiva just rip off Eugene's mullet? No, that's what makes Eugene Eugene. He does. Well, that I know. I know Eugene is pretty tough in the comics. Grows a ponytail. Him and Rosita hit it off. All of that stuff. But I just don't see. I don't see them coming back from what I've seen with Eugene early on, just in the comics, because he's only been in the comics so far with me, 3 episodes, 4 issues, something like that, a couple issues. But I already see him as a lot tougher in the comics as he is on the TV show, and I just don't think they can pump that character up. It'd be unrealistic for me to see Eugene in a relationship with Rosita at this point. In fact, it'd be unrealistic for me to see Eugene involved with anybody at this point. He's like Cringer. All right, let's get a few more things here. I got a couple more topics that we're going to address. Tell you what, let's take the 999 Army survey or whatever. I will make up some catchy name for it. I need a bold prediction from all of you right now for episode number 8 only, mid-season finale. Tell me what you think is going to happen. That's going to be a little bit shocking. We kind of do this every week. We talk about 5, 6, 7. But because 8 is a bigger deal and there's about a month layoff anyway, maybe 5 weeks, what do you think is going to happen? Could be something we talked about, might be something different. Bold predictions right now for episode number 8, and I'm going to read several of them. Oh, Sean, Kentucky Derby tomorrow. Hey, send me your, tell me who you think is going to win the Derby. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm hoping Rosita just stays single. I did say Cringer. Um, Grenade scene with someone's leg cut off. I think we've already seen Herschel's leg cut off. It's a little harder to do on the TV show. I know Dale was in the comics. We had Herschel on the TV show. I say they're probably not going to do a whole lot of body parts and keep them on the show. I would be more inclined to say if someone's leg gets blown off, they're probably going to just kill them off. Kale is predicting that Shiva will win the Kentucky Derby. Jen Fasalo is picking horse number 3. Bold prediction, Rosita and Daryl. I don't see it. Not on a permanent basis. Maybe a night I could see it, I guess. I mean, Spencer, Daryl. I just wonder what the audience would think about it. We'll get to that in a little bit. Daryl gets a puppy. Oh, that would be cool, Tommy. Daryl got a puppy. Just had like a little pet German Shepherd or something. He's walking around. Chaos says third, Lucille. Who's it going to be? Dark Angel. Rick loses his hand in mid-season finale. I don't think he's going to lose his hand. Israel says Alexander and Hilltop take out the Scavengers. Would be good for the Scavengers to be. Scavengers are not going to be around long term. So maybe Jadis takes a few people and finds the Whisperers or knows the Whisperers. I mean, that would be more likely to me. Like Rick, Hilltop, they destroy the Scavengers, and then 3 or 4 of them, Tamiel, Brian, Jadis get away, and then they, maybe they stumble upon, they see Heath's head on a stake, and then they find the Whisperers. Something like that I could see happening. Lucille. Negan kills one of his own with Lucille. Interesting. Kills for the trifecta. Classic Empire, Irish War Cry, and McCracken. That might be close to what I was picking. I'll have to look. I think I had a 5-1, a 5-1, and a 6-1. I'll have to go back and see who they are. I was reading more about the their lane positions and anything else, like when the last time someone won. I did a little research on it. I wrote it down somewhere. I'll have to go back and check it. Michonne finds out she's pregnant. I'm going to talk about Michonne in a minute too. I still think we're not done with that drama. Negan kills Eugene. Ooh, Sharon says Lucille will break in half, sending Negan into an epic rage. Mikey, will there be a flashback with Glenn? At some point there will. Um, well, I'm saying it like I know. At some point, I'm pretty confident there will. But I think we'll have some spoilers in a couple weeks. We'll be able to confirm that. We knew there was a flashback with Abraham well in advance. So, Kel, you think Michonne and Rick will split? I don't think so. I think that's so. All the stuff they've been through, and we got to bring it up. We got to say the word sexcation, right? That to me solidified their relationship forever. But I do think Sebastian says, Kills, do you think it's all-out war in the beginning of the new season? No. I think there's going to be a lot of small wars all throughout. And after the mid-season finale, around 9, 10, I think is where you're really going to see the heavy artillery. I think it's going to be a lot of small, they're sort of feeling each other out a little bit, trying to find out, how Negan at this point doesn't know how strong the Hilltop is. He knows what he's seen. He definitely doesn't know how strong the Kingdom is because they haven't been to the Kingdom. So I don't think he can just go in with rocket launchers and start blowing people up. I think there's going to be some small battles. What is going on? Michelle Yang. If you guys get a chance, go over and watch Michelle's newest makeup tutorial. It is a peach type of foundation look with some really weird porno music playing in the background. So if you guys could do me a favor and let's come up with maybe we should talk about this on Random Things, but maybe come up with a mixtape or a playlist for Michelle when she's doing makeup tutorials, because it needs some work. So if there was one song out there that you guys would like to see Michelle Yang do a makeup tutorial to, leave it in chat right now, and maybe let's give her some suggestions live, and then we'll get back to some Walking Dead. So one song that you would like to see a makeup tutorial done to, leave it in thoughts and comments right now. I know it was K-pop music. See, I got a whole group of people right here. We're gonna give you some suggestions. You're gonna become the next. Who is that girl? Who's that girl that did all the makeup and just signed a big contract and now she makes like $10-20 million a year? It's all about the music. We get you the right music. Dude looks like a lady. There you go. Dude looks like a lady. Who else? What do we got? A lot of people are saying Easy Street. Yeah, come on, we can do better. Down Under. Do you come from a land down under? Can you feel the thunder? No, that's not going to be good. No, I'm not even reading that one. No, not Easy Street. She's already sang Easy Street. Yes, that's who it is. Michelle Phan. I knew it was somebody that I knew. I should have known that name. I'll tell you a story about it later. It'll be in a Random Things. Before she got really big, before she blew up like crazy big. Old school YouTubers. Wake me up? What do you mean? Like, wake me up before you go? Wake me up before you know. All shook up? Like, no. Come on, guys. Slam dunk. One good song, please. She's a brick house. No. I'm too sexy for my shirt. Yeah. Israel, are you going Elvis? Wise men say Only fool. No, no, those are not good suggestions. All right. I tried. 9 to 5? I don't even know. What is it? Get out of bed, stumble in the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition, yawn and stretch and try to come to life. That one. I think that's 9 to 5. Maybe. Okay. See, we start talking. People are going to come on here looking for like a serious episode 8 prediction, and they're going to be like, what in the hell are you guys even talking about with this makeup stuff? Yeah, you wonder how I lose subscribers. There you go. That's exactly how we turn people away. But the ones we have are loyal. That's all that matters. It's not about quantity. It's about quality. I was about to get that backwards. That wouldn't have came through. Unchained Melody? Oh, that would be great, wouldn't it? It's like Michelle sitting there. You know, the pottery scene with Patrick Swayze? And they're playing, oh my, and she like uses the pottery and takes the mud off the pottery and starts making like blush and foundation out of it. Boom! There you go. I just got you 1 million views, Michelle. So yeah, sit down, play Unchained Melody, have the little pottery thing swirling in the back, and have your boyfriend just kind of just grab a scoop of that mud from the pottery and just boom, there you go. Done. Holy crap. All right. Teresa Brown is just like, she just went super chat, and she's like, stop talking about makeup. All right. We're going to get back to that in a little bit. But you guys that are new, here's the way super chat works. So super chat is down below. You can actually make a financial donation, which is extremely awesome. So thank you, Teresa. When that happens, we're going to read it, and we're going to stop. We're going to talk about it. So Teresa says, mark this down, screenshot this. Negan has taken Judith. Daryl, Dwight, and Carol go to get her. They find Eugene with Judith. He won't leave. He takes the pill, or Negan Lucille's him upon leaving. Carol dies in the crossfire. Let me know what you guys think about that prediction. That's a pretty bold prediction. I'm going to have to digest that for a second. I definitely agree that Negan takes Judith. Daryl, Dwight, and Carol. So Daryl, hey, I could give you that. Daryl, I'm all for that because I want to see Daryl and Dwight. I want to see Daryl not kill Dwight. They find Eugene with Judith. He won't leave. Huh. And then Eugene kills himself? Huh. All right. What do you guys think? Oh, we got some yeses already. Lindsay Luke says, nope, Carol is taking Michonne's comic book arc. Lucas says it's a good theory. Tobin agrees until the Carol part. You got to scroll up, Sebastian. Come on, you don't have to scroll up that far. Got to love Dwighty boy. I agree with everything except Carol dying. So, Teresa, you might be onto something here. Looks like the audience definitely has some... Oh, boy. Jen Fasal says, yep, me too, all except Carol dying. All right, I'm going to screenshot it because I have not heard it kind of explained that way. So if somebody else tries to jack your idea and take credit for it on another spoiler channel, I'm going to call them out. So thank you so much, Teresa. I appreciate that. And obviously the donation to the 999 Gaming channel, but also your interaction every week. So thank you so much. Lewis, come on. Don't ask me where Heath is. I gave you 15 minutes of Heath talk tonight because I knew somebody was going to ask the Heath question. And you still ask me. You're going to have to go back and listen to playback. I'm not talking about Heath anymore. At about 20 minutes in, maybe, is when I started ranting about Heath. It was literally a good 5 or 6 minute rant. So, yeah, check the playback. That's a good reminder, a great segue, actually. When this video goes live, if a few of you guys could definitely, it's going to go live about 15 minutes after we end the stream. go over and make a couple comments on it so people who don't know what 999 Gaming is about or don't know the 999 Army, not everybody's here in the stream, so they will watch some of the playback, but your comments, your interaction really helps them understand that there's a lot of comments happening. Because when you see a video post, I'm reading your comments, that's all they really see. They don't see, literally, there's, in an hour, there's probably 2,000 comments that scroll up the screen. And this is why I can't read all of them. But I wished all of these comments that were in here actually showed up on the live screen. Well, actually I don't, because there's some that probably shouldn't show up. But especially if I didn't answer your question, if you could do that. Maria, if you ran out of toothpaste, you can use like baking soda or something. You have other options. No, it's fine, Lewis. I'm just, I did address it, so that's why I just wanted to let you know. I'm missing. What is the I just saw like jealousy. I don't know, maybe I missed something. I can't catch it all. Rated Red says Eugene might sacrifice himself to kill Negan. Yeah, but I don't see Negan dying. I think Jeffrey Dean is going to be around for a while. Aiden, maybe. I don't know. Depends on what your mom looks like. I don't know. I may have some kid. Why are you asking me if I'm your dad? Get out of here, man. Come on. Stacks, there's like Stacks like there's 75 of us watching 45. There's like 72 likes. He might be lagging a little bit. Yeah, I think he was just addressing that not everybody. There's probably 10 people that haven't hit the like button. We'll get them in a little bit. All right, so here we go. We've got 3 or 4 more minutes, and we've talked specifically about Season 8. So once again, we're going to open it up, open discussion, bold predictions. Let me know. You've heard a little bit more. By this weekend, I'm going to have some more commentary, some videos. We'll do another live stream. This week was a little crazy, but let me go ahead and give you guys the schedule for the week because people ask me on a regular basis. Sunday morning, I do a Chill with Kills gaming video. It's just very casual gameplay. Sometimes we stream Walking Dead Road to Survival, but it's laid back. Sunday night, we talk about Walking Dead. It's normally our Sunday spoiler segment, so I'll tell you what will happen before the episode happens. That's during the season, but we've made some bold predictions. During the season, we also do a kind of like a Talking Dead. We talk about it after the Talking Dead. We get everybody together for that, but we've kind of just do one Sunday stream around 7:30. On Monday, we transition and we do what's called Random Things. You guys can send me your thoughts. You can send me your topics at Kilzhot, K-I-L-Z-H-O-T. If there's something you really want the group to talk about, it goes anywhere from price of food to what you would put in your bug out bag to Walking Dead conversations. So it's very random. I had to change that from Monday to Tuesday this week. It will be back on Mondays, and then tonight is normally on Wednesday night. So Sunday morning, Sunday night, Monday night, and Wednesday night is the schedule. We'll also have videos throughout the week, and I'm going to start getting spoiler videos back up. There's also comic book reads and a whole lot of other stuff. So that way you guys know a little bit about the channel. We have a 999 Army Facebook page. We have a Patreon site where people get some exclusive stuff. Could be, whatever. If I go by and take a picture of a statue, I might post it on the Patreon site. It's a little bit different, but we do have people here that are making financial donations to that as well. So thank you for all of that you guys do. Like I said, I'm going to open it up to a couple more just random conversations, random things. What do you guys think is going to happen? More bold predictions. Doesn't have to be episode 8, but by the end of the season, just give me 2 or 3 things going to happen. Negan's going to die. Rick is going to die. Rick's going to lose his hand. Shiva's going to eat a rot. Let's open it up for the entire episode at this point. I'm going to read a few more of these, and then if you guys are new here, I'm going to give shout-outs. That's what I do. I mean, you guys are here, so I'm going to call as many people's names as I possibly can. And just thank you guys for being here. Appreciate all the support. A YouTube boycott will not stop me from doing live streams. Mark it down. So let's do it. Bold predictions, and there were some really good ideas for the. I did not get to the random things. So I've got carryover topics. So Mikey says Rick will lose his hand. Joey Price, Eugene will die. That's a guarantee. Street Boy J, Morgan dies. I agree with you. English Went says, what's your Facebook? It'll be posted in the comments in the video. Kel says, Smile says, we'll hear Easy Street over again in an episode. Maybe. I think they're done with it, though. Dead Lover is new here. Welcome to the 999 Army. Appreciate you being here, buddy. Chris G, Rick won't lose that hand. So we got some people saying Rick will. Tobin McLeod says Morgan saves Rick's life. Little Michonne, Shanny D, just a woot woot. What's up? Woot woot. Tommy Sweetass McCandless says Carl goes out on his own. Could see that. Definitely Carl becomes rebellious. Did I say rebellious? I just said rebellious with a V. There's a brand new way of saying, watch, somebody's going to hashtag it. Rebellious. I don't even know why and how that happened. Teresa Brown loves Lindsay's prediction. I got to go up and see Lindsay's prediction. Maria. Bye, Maria. Thank you for being here. Kelly G says Eugene is gone. Eugene will rig the sanctuary to blow up. Rosita figures it out. Well, I like that. Eugene sabotages. There you go. That would be redemption for Eugene. I really like that. Steph Richardson says, looks like Negan took Judith, but he didn't. A little okey doke there. Kale says, Smile says there's a little freaky deaky action with Carl and Enid. Not going to touch that one. What else we got? Okay, Tyler. Yeah, I saw the 3 times you typed it. This guy, man. Not going to read it, but I saw it. Clemson fan says 999 Gaming does a live stream during a new episode. Oh, look at that. So that's his bold prediction. That instead of the recap afterwards, that you guys are listening to me talk while the show is going. Nah, that would be a distraction. I don't want to disrespect you guys when you're really trying to dig into The Walking Dead. It's enough that you guys are playing me sometimes when you're eating and in the shower and at the gym and driving. And, okay. Gene, you type that in bold. I'm going to say I don't know how to approach that. So, Gene, should I say congratulations? Is that, it's good, but was it surprising? You can't tell when somebody types something if they're happy about it or if they're not happy about it, because it was just in bold. I'm going to say congratulations anyway. How about that? I predict that kills... I'm not reading your stuff, man. Come on. All right. Waiting for a few more comments. We have hit 1 hour and 5 minutes. That is time flies. Appreciate all of you guys being here. So you know what time it is? It's shout out time. So give me some shout outs, request, and I'll just start. I'm gonna start picking random people. So Larma Carter, Brene, thank you for being here. Teresa Brown, thank you for being here. Also, thanks once again for the super chat. Hashler Wing, thank you for being here. Tim F, appreciate you being here. Appreciate the interaction. A lot of good questions, Tim F. Lego Stop Motion Studios. Appreciate you being here. Lisa G. Thank you. Sharon Doble. Pleasure as always. English Went. Thank you. Michelle Yang. Appreciate you being here. Patricia Chisholm. Obviously, shout out. Dead Lover 123. Welcome to your first live stream. Appreciate you being here. Working Dead. No, no, no. Rosita sacrificed herself to save Eugene. Rosita is not going to die ever. Well, let's hope. Shanny D, Little Michonne, thank you for being here. Diane Estes, Trevor Grimm, AJ Jepson, Phoenix Rider. You know what? I'm going to do a few more shout outs, but I do have to ask you guys this question because I'm just curious. No, maybe not. I don't hear all of it. What's the... we heard shower and driving. What's the strangest place that you have ever listened to a 999 Gaming live stream? I've heard church. I've heard while I was cooking. Keep it decent, please. But swimming pool, just throw a few comments up there. I appreciate you guys being here, but I am curious where your most memorable live stream was, I guess. I hope that doesn't come across as silly. Mikey, thank you for being here. Tyler Johnson is like a popsicle on a hot summer day. Tommy, sweet-ass McCandless. Tobin McLeod. Michelle. Peachy Makeup Yang. Michelle K-Pop. Yang. K-Pop? I'll come up with a nickname for you later on. Who else we got? Jen Fasulo, thank you for being here. The Walker. Nick Dubb, what's up? Tyler Johnson. Larma Carter, thank you. That's an interesting. From the UK. Great Dane. Chrissa G, washing clothes. Tobin McLeod, listening from the backseat of the car. Street Boy, washing dishes. I'll be washing dishes at the local IHOP. I'm working, needing to get paid, and now... That's my Scopely Dishes song. Sorry. Just popped in. Guys are doing dishes. Figured I'd just give you a little shout out. What's up, Stacks, the box breaker beatboxer? A lot of people listen in the shower. You know what? I'm glad you guys listen in the shower because, you know, when you sing in the shower, your voice sounds really good. So if you guys listen to me in the shower, my voice probably sounds really good. So that's a compliment. Word up is the code word. No matter where you say it, you know that you'll be heard. Now, all you sucker DJs. Thanks, everybody. I think I hit all the shout-outs. If I missed you in a shout-out, I will catch you. Get over when the video goes live. Leave your thoughts. Leave your comments. And I'll catch you up on the rebound. Thank you so much, everybody. Talk to you soon. Peace.